to Philip Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go from Denver. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game. Nick Bosa in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. Second down, Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. The ball deflected. At least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a third down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. And the Niners are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Safety, what's up?
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, it's Purdy. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, 49ers.
Outside. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Purdy gonna put it up again. He pulls it in around the 5. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Back to the air is Purdy. Short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. 3rd and long. Back to the air again is Purdy. And that is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run, and here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. As he throws and it is incomplete, just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Niners are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a 1st-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Back into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him. From the 32 now is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Right back to Pearsall again. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the 49ers first down.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. Look in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. It's second down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. The second down throw is incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Rolling right. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk, and that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, you're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
On the return, here's Mims. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Dean Winters there to bring him down. From the 33, here's second and 9.
At the 33-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Nix from the gun on third down. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first and 10, Purdy. Caught. This is Ayuk. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
We are through 1. The Niners have the early advantage. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it second down and 6 to begin. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Purdy on target to Ayuk, and the 49ers have a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. Again in the air for Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Niners first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
They'll throw again with Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's into the end zone. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers extend their advantage to 13-0.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. D. Winters there to bring him down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. It's a gain of 49.
10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Malik Mustafa. And the Niners are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Exiting the pocket right. And he spots his target downfield. Great teamwork on the completion. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 31 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. That's to his tight end, Kittle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 2. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll get it inside the 20. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Off the play fake, Purdy. Now he's just going to flip this forward. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. To the goal line and in. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, San Francisco. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. On first down, here's Nix to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Formation for the Broncos.
This is taken at the 25. That's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Yellow. Outside. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
Purdy on first down. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. Set to go now on first and 10.
First down, 49ers.
From the gun, it's Purdy. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one. He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
At the 3-yard line.
Ball at the 3, second down, and goal.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
Here's Purdy. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, 49ers. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 of the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have it for this guy.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Almost set.
A first down throw for Nix. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Michael Williams in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, here's James. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
To throw on first down is Purdy. He's going to let this one go deep. And he'll be taken down at the 30. A big one there to start the second half. It's a gain of 43 yards.
And the 49er first down.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. On play action, here's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Get set, get set.
Again, it's Purdy. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And the Broncos will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you were sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a run at the gut. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. C.J. West in on the stop.
29-yard line.
From the 29, here's second down and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
6 yards to go.
They'll look to throw. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on third and 16.
Switch. Hold on a sec.
Now a give on the ground. The defense stringing them out. No gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down. Nix. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that's going to be his first down. A pickup of 9.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Up from secondary, Diamador Lenore with the stop. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Now Nick's going to look to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. That pass ball's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Whoa! A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Play action now. It's Nix. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
He connects with Mims. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Forced out wide. He runs with it. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Now, a second down throw for Nix. That one taken in. Roy Franklin. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's James.
The Niners take over first and
10. A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 21.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Over the middle to Kittle. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Flush to his right. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. A big-time play for the Niners. 41 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
That one is caught beyond the pylon. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown San Francisco. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the
Well,
extra point.
they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it. He saw it, and they get to celebrate with a pick 6.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick 6 here in the 4th quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
Now a handoff, running right. Room up the sideline at the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Broncos 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Second down, they need 7.
Get set, get set. Time to rise up.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Outside. 22. 22.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. He's inside the 35. A terrific run. He's got this one down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they face second down and 7.
Outside.
Here's Saul, the man in motion. Now it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Get set, get set. Up.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they are able to keep this drive moving.
So 3rd and 2, sometimes it's not about being fancy. You don't need your back to be a hero. Make sure, no matter what, pick up the yards needed, convert that first down. Now, if there's an opportunity to pop it, great. But don't try to go for the home run and bring up 4th down.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run